how do you think about building your leadership team around you? Because I think in the conversations that we've had, you're pretty deliberate about how you fill kind of the skill sets. Like, how do you think about that?
Yeah. I think it's important to be as clear and specific as you can. And again, this changes. In the early days, it was we need athletes, we need people who can really dig in. There's a lot of, sort of self work. But what happens very quickly then is that person needs to be able to then lead through others and get work accomplished through others and do that effectively.
Mm.
And then as we get bigger and we have more specific needs, we're in a financial industry, we're in a highly regulated industry and so forth. There's more and more need to bring in industry specific expertise. But wanting to balance that, because one of the things that I talk to my team all the time about it is when we hire people that have insurance expertise, my hope for them is that they forget most of what they knew about how they did it at their prior company, but then they can still leverage that background and knowledge to do something different. When we hire people who don't have insurance expertise, my hope for them and the need that we have is that they become experts in insurance, right? So we can't have people, especially leaders in the company, who come in that don't have insurance expertise, that after some period of time aren't insurance experts. That doesn't work. You have to learn the business that you're in. And so I'm looking for that. I'm looking sometimes for insurance expertise. Sometimes it's okay if you don't have insurance expertise, but you have to have that curiosity. You have to have that interest. You have to have that ability to lead through others, but still a desire to get into the business, be close to the business, connected to the details of the business. That is critical. And frankly, at times when we haven't had that, that's where we've got a little bit off the rails.
I used to say, as we got bigger at BetterCut, I used to tell leaders that I was interviewing, I said, I need you to be able to go to a board meeting and inspire confidence with the board, but I need you to go all the way to the individual contributor level and be able to sit with them and help them do their job. And I'm not, if you're all the way strategic or all the way in the weeds, that's not that, neither is good, but you have to be able to flex. And I think that's the reality in these kinds of companies.
I totally agree with that, David. And I think one of the key elements is that those two things are not distinct in my view. They are actually the same thing. So the ability to inspire confidence at the board level comes from a knowledge and expertise in the details of the business in the right level. You can have high polish executive presence. You can be able to have a conversation, be that person that somebody wants to have a beer with. That can inspire confidence in some board members, right? That's sufficient to inspire confidence in some board members. But for that board member who really does want to know, why is it working that way? Tell me how it works that way. It's fine to say, hey, I don't know. I'll come back to you sometimes. But if that's the only thing you can do because you're not close to the details, then you're not actually inspiring that confidence.